just recording now. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Just go to me.
Yeah, you're on. We didn't even do a sound check.
Didn't we?
No. Can
Is
you
this the first time?
Kels, got it? It's leaking.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
Is this the first time you've done a recording baked?
Who, you?
You.
I don't do drugs, remember?
We haven't started yet.
No, we were away.
Oh. Oh, so I'll never
You
know.
said start recording.
Okay.
Actually, I got a secret, 1 minute clip earlier.
You got a secret 1 minute clip.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So when you guys were... So
Wow.
for people listening to this, we often will come into the studio here and fart about, talk for 15, 20 minutes, break the ice, get to know each other. And
This was a different one.
and
This was a different...
some people joined us partway through so they could, drink strawberry milkshakes. And
Okay.
they wanted some strawberry milkshakes. And while we were all chatting, I just hit record for about a minute.
This is the first time Dylan's done a recording after drinking strawberry milkshake, is what we're trying to say.
Oh, was I meant to drink this?
Yeah. Now that we've got that out of the way.
Yeah.
Now, you said something before where you said to me when I said I joked and said have you had too much strawberry milk? And you said have you? But then you said I said yeah, I'm always baked when I come round, and you said yeah, I know now.
Yeah.
Because of the conversation we had before, right? So the conversation we had before, I said...
While you're talking, I'm just going to set the
so So to go back a bit, before we started recording,
Yep.
you and I were talking, and I was just talking about how hard this year's been, how hard I've been finding it lately, and one of the things I talked about quite openly with you before was the dependency on substances.
Yes.
And I don't have that anymore. So but then, you were saying before that you didn't have any clue.
A lot of the time, yeah.
So that's what I wanted to ask you, because I was, I've told yourself and Morgan this, two people, apart from my brother, where I don't remember the last time I came round here to do a podcast.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I turned up for a comedy event sober. I can't remember that. That's how bad things got.
But
I was wanting to. I just wanted to ask you, did it not look like?
oh no,
Because I've never been this sober for this long.
yeah.
It's been 4 months now.
Sometimes
five months.
Yeah. Sometimes I knew you were high, but that was mostly because you would tell me,
Oh, okay.
and that never really bothered me. But the rest, no clue.
I never told anyone.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, I've been trying to timeline. I think people that have so much trauma to unpack, they don't know where to start unpacking. Right. So, but you're really trying to find maybe some sort of antagonist in your timeline where something just flicked a switch in you and you started acting up or whatever. I've been trying to do that, but I don't know how far back you want me to go, my G.
Yeah.
How far back do you want me to go where it wasn't a devastating year for me? So, I don't think many people that know me have actually heard me actually timeline the last 10, 15 years. And it's like a car crash.
I thought you were going to say the last 10 times you almost died, and I was like,
so the
it doesn't even cover the last 2 months.
it's so where do you start? And so then I'd run from my problems.
Yeah.
But then it really ramped up. It really ramped up about a couple of years ago, where I just stopped giving a shit anymore. I really didn't. But the problem was I was having the problem of there's a certain Kels that people expect to, mingle with or see, or if one of my mates invited me around to their house, they expect me to be a bit of a chatterbox, whatever, happy-go-lucky.
They're expecting cows.
If anything, not that, you attract attention, which is what you don't want. Even though you're the loudest guy in the room, you actually don't want the attention. You're deflecting it. So I'd rely on something. I'd rely on my doctor was my drug dealer.
Yeah.
I could get anything I wanted any time.
Yeah.
I had a high user amnesty card. So then there's things like, say, Oxy. You only allow like 30 per, I think, 3 months. I was getting, I could get more at a very quicker rate.
Yeah.
No questions asked. And I don't have to leave my house. You know, I could just ring the doctor.
I think it's like my mum would go.
Counter wakes up, list of demands. No, like I would just ring the pharmacy. I'll ring the doctor. They'll send it to the pharmacy. Pharmacy will send it, and I could get anything I wanted. So then, then you start knowing combinations. I know like a certain amount of Tramadol and 4 shots of Bacardi will make me feel like warm. But whatever it was, I had a safety net.
Yeah.
On Friday, I went and saw like the hospital surgical team, and they gave me the green light on be able to exercise again.
Cool.
But he goes to me, I want to make this perfectly clear to you. He goes, you will never ever again be able to drink alcohol or take recreational drugs, Class A drugs.
Class A, yeah.
Anything like that ever again. He goes, if you drink alcohol, he goes, when it hits your pancreas will literally fucking dissolve. He goes, and you're dead. I'm like, wow, like alcohol? I can't. He goes, some people will try and try after a couple of years.
Yeah.
He goes, it never ends well. He goes, just resolve to the fact you can't drink ever again. But you also can't take any sort of drugs ever again. So he goes, there's certain things in your script we can't give you anymore.
Yeah.
And all of them, all the pain relief I take, all the stuff that'll make the uppers, the downers, they're all gone.
Yeah.
So I can't do that. I can't take anything recreationally. Can't snort anything, puff anything. I can't drink a drop of alcohol. So this is the first time in recent memory, how many years, where I've had to face everything sober.
Yeah, yeah.
My life.
Yeah.
Like my adult life. You know, like, and it made me realize that when we started this podcast, it was to save our lives, right?
Yeah.
I may not have put the rope around my neck and hung myself, but I've been killing myself in other ways.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah.
You know, so when you ask me how I'm doing, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because this is all foreign territory.
It's all new.
I don't know how to feel. I don't know who I am anymore. Like, because I've been running for so long.
Yeah.
There's so much clutter to clean up.
You don't know where
But
to
it's
start.
a hurricane of 15 years of trauma. Where do you fucking start?
Yeah. That's it. And
that safety net I used to have is no longer there.
Yeah.
And you can't sleep.
Yeah.
And you're lying in your thoughts.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all these traumatic events flood this pool where you're just, all these thoughts are like drowning in a fucking crowded pool.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. And did the doctors so they've changed your entire medication? I mean, all the essential big parts of it.
Massive revamp.
Yeah.
I get my medication. It looks like I've ordered shit from fucking Foot Locker on the fucking front doorstep. But it's a big box of fucking medication.
Yeah.
It's a whole revamp. I don't take some of them, to be honest. It's just so much effort. It takes about half an hour
You
to
take the
my
important
pills.
ones.
I take the important ones, yeah.
You're like, kids' vitamin C pills? Come on.
Hulk Hogan vitamin C pills. Man, but the fact that I've been a drinker forever.
Yeah.
I love drink. I love me a drink. You know, it goes beyond like, you've got because the doctor that told me the first time, I was like 3 weeks deep. I was all drugged out.
Yeah.
Wasn't in a good mood, I know that. And he came in and he slapped me on the back like playfully. He's like, you can never drink again. I was like, what? He's like, there's other ways to have fun. I nearly knocked his head off.
Yeah.
I was so angry because it's not just ways to have fun. Like I like to drink. It's something.
Yeah.
So now you've abruptly found out there's something that you love doing that you've done your whole adult life.
Yeah.
You can't do it anymore. Like you got to let that sink in.
Yeah.
But it's also a gateway to alcohol. I can't.
Yeah.
So that's where I've been at. I've only this is the first time since I left the hospital I've been out of bed longer than 3 days.
Yeah.
I've been up every last 3 days. I haven't done that yet. So I think it's not like, it's getting easier for you now. No, not at all. Like it's just the dust is settling.
Yeah.
It's been a hurricane for how many years now? And this year was a big one, like alone. But it's off the back of 10 years of hell.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just the dust is settling. I don't know where I am. It's just this fucking rubble all around me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who the fuck I am, what I'm doing, how do I feel? I don't know.
Yeah.
How am I coping? I don't know. Am I good? I don't know. Am I bad? I don't know.
Yeah.
You're nothing. I mean, like, you're numb.
Yeah.
Because I've never been in this spot before.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
You've always had that crutch to walk through.
Yeah. Because I was saying before, you don't... People expect a certain Kels, like a certain me to... Even around family and stuff, right? But I was way down here. So I was taking whatever I could just to be even keel.
Yeah.
So it's not like I was fucking whacked out high or anything coming around your house. Like, I was my normal self.
No, yeah.
That's as far as I'd go.
Yeah.
But I knew how much I'd need to take of certain things to make like that. So when we had that farewell here 2 weeks ago, with Sparrow and Boyle leaving, I remember that was the first outing I've been to since the hospital.
Yeah.
And I remember I got here a bit late. I went through the driveway gate. I remember opening the gate and I could hear everyone laughing. And I'm like, I stopped.
Yeah.
And it's in my tracks and I said out loud, I'm sober.
Yeah.
But not in a good way, like a terrified way. Nah, terrified.
Oh.
Scared.
Oh, okay.
Because I had to face the elements with all these thoughts. Because when you're that safety net sort of gets rid of the clutter of thoughts, so you don't get in your own head. You enjoy the present moment.
Yeah.
Without that, I've got all that shit going on whilst trying to be socially active.
Yeah.
And when I first walked in, everyone was really nice. There was a lot of hugs, a lot of photos. Because I haven't seen a lot of people since the awards in December.
Yeah.
And there was a massive dopamine hit. Give it an hour.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I started panicking. I was sitting here panicking.
Yeah.
Social anxiety. What the fuck is this? Like and Justin had to bail me out. He'd take me home. Like that's just one example where that I haven't dealt with so much that I was even using it socially just to be on even keel. I don't have that now. So that was a massive wake up call that night. Like I got out when I was in the car getting driven home. Like I was out of breath.
Yeah.
I was exhausted.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, but at first I didn't know why. I'm like, why the fuck was that so difficult? These are my close mates.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened there?
Yeah, yeah.
It took me a while, like, so. But you helped.
Thanks, man.
Dylan here, he...
smacked you around a bit.
Yeah.
Sort your fucking shit out.
Put anthrax on a Tampax and slap you to U-10s. And I fucking... Like, fucked that up. Nah, so Dylan here, he in my gripe and knowing that I wasn't going to do anything for myself because I was only getting out of bed to go to the bathroom for a long period of time there. Yeah. Dylan here booked me an appointment to go to Manline last week.
Yep, see a counsellor.
This week, yeah. So I went, first time I've spoken to a counsellor, I think 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So shout out to you, man. Like that actually started a lot of things because it wasn't the counselling, like the counselling session itself. Yeah. It was just getting out of the house. Yeah. Socializing, like showering, having getting changed. Like it's helped, man.
I thought the thing is like, I know you're like we're one and the same in terms of like I said this the other day, I think on the last podcast or whatever, I was like, I had to renew my script, and it took me 3 weeks just to fucking call the doctor. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I get my script renewed every 3 months, and they will not give me a repeat. I have to go back every 3 months. Right? It's a real pain in the ass. And so, there's so much sugar in that milkshake, I've forgotten where I was going. But yeah, it takes up the courage just to call to renew the thing, which I do every 3 months, should not be needed. But it's not even courage. It's like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like, I have to do this, but then I go to do it.
Do you feel the difference when you're not taking them to? I
go on withdrawal.
How long into the week before you start feeling the withdrawal?
2 days, 3 days.
Okay.
But it's real slow.
But still, 3 day windows, like, not bad. So
no, that's when the first things, and then it progressively, slowly, as it goes off,
slippery slope.
And you get sicker and sicker.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I thought I'd had a fucking stroke. Because at one stage I could hardly walk, I was so dizzy.
Jim Rossing.
Yeah, oh, mate, come on. Business is about to pick up.
Yeah, it's a slobber knocker. Did you see that your boy CM Punk's back?
Yeah, I watched.
Yeah.
Should we do a little wrestling talk? I'm going to subscribe to Fight App, I think, eh?
Fight TV?
Yeah. $6.99 just for AEW. I'm like, that's all I want.
Speaking of fight, UFC, biggest card of the year tomorrow. Sorry, I'm going to mark it. I need my sport moment.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, UFC tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the Warriors tonight.
Oh, yeah, and then All Blacks Sunday morning.
Oh, are they playing?
Yeah, Argentina.
Who?
Argentina. Sorry, these milkshakes. These McDonald's fucking milkshakes. Argentina.
Can I take you back for the since we started this podcast?
Today or ever?
No, like last couple of years. Like,
Okay, so when we started this podcast, yeah.
Did you never think that that I was on the cusp of just losing my mind? Like, did I?
Oh, no, that's why I said we should do a podcast. I was like, this will either save his life or be the shortest but best 5 episode. Yeah.
The demise of.
Okay.
I was like, either way, I am winning a Pulitzer. You know what I mean? Like,
Funny.
what was the question again? No.
I asked you, like, was I quite even keel?
Yeah, you. I mean, that's the thing. You were bringing yourself up to the same level.
Yeah.
So, like I said, sometimes I knew I could tell you were about high. But then you would normally announce it.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be like, I just had a real big cone.
Hear
like,
you.
do you know what I mean?
I now enter this room. Hi.
No, like I would pick you up and you'd jump in the car and be like, oh man, I just had a big cone. But, you would straight up it.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew, because back then, that's when Jen was still like, no, you don't smoke marijuana, it's illegal.
Yeah, that's why I would never have it here.
Yeah. So those are the days where I'd usher you straight to the garage. I'd be like, no, go straight out, we need to record.
Just let me go.
Yeah. But no, you couldn't tell.
Yeah. I heard it well. But here's the thing, I wasn't trying to hide that I was taking substances.
Yeah.
That was the absolute last thing on my mind, was worried that people were going to find out that I was taking substances. No, what I was terrified about was people finding out that I'm like fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with shit.
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about. I was worried about this, that everyone was going to worry about what I'm worrying about, like running. Hey?
I just remember something I was talking about. Yep, keep going.
Fuck. Again, I just wanted to say that this is the first time Dylan has drank a McDonald's milkshake.
Strawberry milkshake.
Just as we started recording.
Yo. It's all the sugar, man.
So it's
getting that sugar high.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
that sweet sugar high.
Bro, this is just another day in the park for Kels.
Oh yeah, Kels is like. Sorry, did you say something?
Yeah, see, like
the point I was making earlier, by the way. This is where I was going with
Which
this.
one? There was a lot of cul-de-sacs.
I knew, because I find it hard enough to just fucking call the doctors to go to get my normal scrapped. I was like, I know Kels would never call. I'd be like, you need to call this person, and he'd be like, nah. You wouldn't pick up the phone. But it would be the same thing as if Jen was like, you need to call this person. I'd be like, nah. So I was like, but if I call for him, I don't have to deal with it. It's not my problem.
Yeah.
And then once we walked in the door, I was pretty resolved. I was like, okay, I'm going to book myself.
How are we going to relate?
Yeah.
How are you going to see the world through my eyes when you grew up in fucking Penrose?
Yeah.
You went to a private school in Epsom.
Yeah.
You grew up with a trust fund.
He didn't look, although he doesn't look that type.
Nah, I'm just kidding. It was hope. Like, but what I was saying was how it's not meant to be like a gender thing or an ethnic thing, but it can't help but like you start understanding how deep and meaningful culture is in a person, and how that dictates the decisions they make because of how they've grown up.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
No.
But that's a huge part of healing is the fact you got to dig deep, and a lot of it for my trauma is family based.
Yeah.
And there were times where he couldn't relate. This is not a knock against him.
No. Yeah.
Because you're rolling 2 dice hoping that they're going to match.
Yes.
You've got 2 people meeting together,
Yeah.
and you guys need to connect.
Yeah.
And that's actually really hard. So there's nothing against him.
No.
He could say the exact same thing. He goes, "Oh, it's a shame I didn't connect with that Kels guy."
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
At the same time, though, like, I'm sure they're professional enough where after 1 or maybe 2 meetings, he might be like, you know what, man, I'm not the guy.
He kind of already, because we didn't actually talk about what we talked about in there.
Yeah.
There was a couple of times where it was right at the one I remember clearly was right at the end.
Yeah.
When we stood up,
Yeah.
and like in terms of like meeting up again, and I was just like, I don't remember what I said or how I said it, but I really clearly remember his reaction, because he looked at me and he goes, "Oh, you don't sound too excited about it," because I said to him, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming back. Do this again, I guess."
Yeah.
He was just like, "Oh, you don't sound too excited." He did.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of put me off is he said, I guess it's like a trigger sentence that I used to hear from other counsellors and therapists I've seen, like how you're too good for your own good. I'm not telling you what you already don't know. What am I going to do with that information?
Yeah.
I don't need to hear that. If you're saying that to try and, like, I don't know, build some rapport or blow smoke up my ass, I hate that. It's a big pot off.
Yeah.
Like, but if you're just saying it to, there's nothing constructive from. I already know what you're. If you know what I'm thinking that,
Yeah.
why are you saying it? It doesn't help me.
Yeah.
But what you've done is immediately he sort of pushed himself away from me, like, I can't help you. That's how I'm taking it. Like, you're too good for your own good. Like, I'm not telling you what you already know. To me equals I can't help you. So
But
that's the
Yeah, but it also
the
could be
outcome I
like he's showing his respect of being like, I understand that you understand, so I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
I know that's just how I
Yeah.
perceived it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how that was my takeaway feeling.
Well, I got his card. Let's call him. We can plug the phone into the recording to see, like, is
How
that
cool
you?
would it be if I did call him now, put on speaker, and I'm like, can you just be honest with me? It's just you and I talking here, and he just laid out some just hit me in the feels type.
Oh no, it'd be better if he's like,
He's probably
I
mid halfway through.
To be honest, mate, I
chat.
thought
Yeah.
I really didn't enjoy our interaction, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Actually, I really didn't like you at all as a human being.
yeah.
You're like, oh, how do I turn it off?
Or he could
Hang
be
up.
he could be the other way around. He's like, I've been thinking about you all week. I just want your big brown balls on my
You're the one with
face
his card with his writing on it.
in my pocket.
Yeah, with my appointment on it.
Spooge stains all
I
over
don't
it.
even know when is my next appointment.
11
What day?
on 11. I can't stop saying it now.
11.
Wednesday at 11 something.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think it's near lunchtime. So you have to
11 is near lunchtime, Dylan. Yeah.
11:45. Like closer to lunch than it is to morning tea. That's how I measure all my time.
Do you know what I miss? I miss Wendy's flake shakes. Wendy's flake shakes,
Can you not get
extra
them
malt,
anymore?
extra flake is what I used to get.
Extra malt.
Extra malt,
They're
extra.
like, sure thing, Granddad.
Yeah, well, I used to get extra malt, extra flake because it's a malt shake, right?
Yeah, I know. I love milkshakes.
Extra malt, extra flake.
Yeah.
And then Wendy's got bought out by that fucking sad grey affair in the plaza. What are they called? Like, they took over Wendy's.
Oh, you mean Wendy's ice cream place? Not
Sorry, my bad. The pink Wendy's.
Yeah, not Wendy's.
From back in the day.
best burgers in town.
Nah, G. Like the
Old school Wendy's, shake and dog.
yeah, the shopping mall Wendy's.
Yeah, shopping mall Wendy's.
Right. So the flake shake got bought out by this company. Like there was all like I think it was a Chinese company because. So all like the Westfields and Auckland and shit. So the one in the plaza, they took over Wendy's.
Yeah.
But when I went there to get a flake shake, they changed everything. So all the ingredients are all like cheap shit now.
Yeah.
So it's not flake because
They're
I was
not
like,
flakes.
because when she started digging
Yeah.
into this like container,
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, that's not flake. She's like, it's flake. I was like, that's not fucking flake.
Yeah.
Flake dust.
And I was like, that's cooking chocolate.
No, she's going, no, Kels, you got to tune your ear to
Fuck
the
your-
accent. They weren't saying they were going, no, flake. It's a flake chocolate. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's not real. It's flake.
So
Oh my god, that is so fucking right.
no, because
Fucking
you didn't
Justin
do
Nye's
it.
gonna ninja kick me when I see him.
No, because I don't think
Oh,
you
that's
did it.
racist too. Fuck.
You didn't do it with a Jackie Chan accent. You did it like normally. If you tried to replicate Dong Wong at Dim Sims down the road, you're gonna like sound racist. But you said it in your white way.
Oh yeah,
Which
Nigel. That's what Nigel would say.
Your fucking white way.
I do enjoy some Orientals.
I watched the Key and Peele clip yesterday that I resonated with. And he was out for dinner with this chick, and the waiter said something rude.
Yeah.
And the guy with the bald head, who's he? He's Key, right?
Yeah.
So he says something really over
yeah.
polite, like something that a white person would say, like, "Oh, I'm very, very sorry. I'm very, very sorry about that." She's like, "Hey, what's that all about? He's like, what do you mean? She's like, I thought like black guys are more aggressive.
Yeah.
She's like, that's your white side, you know. So when the waiter came back, he was real like niggerish. Like he was real like, what the fuck's this shit, motherfucker? Like, I demand you bring me some water. I don't know what he give me some watermelon. Oh, he didn't say that. That's racist. And he, I resonated with it because I've got that. Especially when you're in like a foreign place, different place that you're not used to, is where's your brown meter? Because I have a brown meter.
I was going to say, a what?
A brown meter. I am like...
I have one too, very different.
Because like, within the next few weeks, there's 2 back-to-back home games. The Warriors are playing in Auckland.
Yep.
And I want to go see my 2 uncles, Uncle Ken, Uncle Oscar.
Yep.
They came to see me at the hospital down
Yep.
here. I'd love to like spend a week with them. And that's like in a month's time. Ring me day 3 that I'm up there. I guarantee you I will sound differently. But
You'll be accenting.
Because immediately, but I don't know I'm doing it. Because like because that's around family. Like I don't know that.
Okay.
But like if you do that, click your fingers and now that you're in a Comedy Hub committee meeting.
Yeah.
Like I can't do, but you immediately assimilate what's around you. So but sometimes you fuck up that balance. Sometimes you get too brown in a white area, where you're just like, fuck that shit, G. The fuck, give me your lighter, cunt.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, sorry, Calvin. Here.
Yeah, yeah.
Build up a fire. Like I don't know, like.
Sorry, Mr. Scary Man, could you leave my shop now?
But sometimes I'll say something really white around my like family.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like, that curry could do some coriander.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy with the puppy. Oh, this is my palagi over here with the coriander. Fuck this Indian curry. Hey, cuz. Oi, palagi man. Like, I'm like, oh, fuck. At least I got, hireable interview skills. No one's gonna hire a receptionist. Oh, can I help you? Welcome to LC Wilson Lawyers. You're not gonna get that job, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no. So yeah, adjusting your brownness, I get that wrong sometimes.
So yeah, I wish I could relate more. I don't adjust. Do I adjust my whiteness? Yeah, sometimes. But
What if you go from white to whiter?
I go from like me,
Polite white.
I'm like me, just normal Latino, sexy fucking Dylan, big cock. White, I mean, and
Latino.
And then sometimes, I haven't had to do it a long time for obvious reasons, but I'll be sitting with my granddad and we'll talk about the weather and I'll white it up a bit for him. Oh, yeah, no, it's poor planting weather. Did you get your lettuces in?
What pegs do you use?
Yeah.
I reckon that's a really white neighbourly conversation.
What
What is
pegs
that?
do
The
you-
Clipper 5000 pegs?
No, it's always sunlight.
Okay, so those who can hear it, this is Kirsty's sitting in with us. I asked if she wanted a mic. She's like, no, but now she won't shut the fuck up.
I'm
So,
gonna do
so no, it's okay. I did a cool gig last night.
Yep.
Weber. Beautiful Weber.
Yeah, elongated E with the singular B.
I actually asked the audience, I was like, so is it Weber or Weber? And this fucking idiot in the front row goes, not idiot, it's actually a cool dude in the end. But everyone who's not me is a fucking idiot. No, Weber's like the barbecue. I'm like, no fucking shit. It's a fun gig though. And I hit on this dude's mum
Ooh.
all night.
Boom.
Diane.
Boom.
And then because I talked to the dude first, right? I was doing crowd work and I talked to this dude. And then I had the attendance list on the side of the stage, so I'd pull it out and be like, all right.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, I was like, where is Diane something? And they're like, here. And I'm chatting to her. I'm like, oh, Diane, hello. I was like, who are you here with, Diane? And she's like, this guy. And I'm like, he looks huge.
Tip it out. Water.
Tip this water out.
No.
This water.
Yeah.
Oh, the strawberry shake is condensing. And it's filling.
So how far a drive is Weber from Palmy?
Hour and 20 minutes of. It's quite a scary drive.
Is that like on the way to Waipak?
Yes. Yeah. You go. You turn off just before Dargaville. Dannyvirk. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so and I was talking to this dude, this chick, and they're like, that's his mum. The guy I was just picking on, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna fuck your mum. It was good, but I gave him a bottle of wine. You all right?
Yeah. Splendid.
Sneezing.
Man, knocked me off the chair. Look at that.
Yeah.
Bro, I sneeze, man.
Yeah, I can see.
That puts my whole... Like, there's two things I do violently, actually. Bodily functions. I'll whittle it down to bodily functions that I do violently. Here you go.
Sneeze and...
You go first. What's a bodily function you have that you do physically violently?
Fuck.
Nah, bodily function.
Yeah, my bodily functions. And
So you ejaculate violently, you mean?
No.
Does your leg shake?
Depends who's doing it.
Yeah. Do you go the two-hand?
I'm not doing it myself, bro.
Okay.
Can't remember. No.
It's
Fuck
not a
off.
bodily function.
Look. I got two of them.
It's not a bodily... I mean, I sneeze violently.
Yes. Okay. Gotcha. We're back on track.
I also vomit violently too.
Do you?
So when I used to get the
Power
dry
chucker.
reaches, like, you just do like the standing caterpillar. You look like one of those inflatable things outside of like Lube World.
Yeah.
You know?
The floppy.
Like outside Palmfield Motors. You know?
Yeah.
Go buy a car, okay? Yeah, but it's not ejaculate violently. Do you reckon you can narrate while you jerk off?
What?
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
And you got to do it like Morgan Freeman or David Attenborough.
I can't voice any of those. Can I just be like Dave from Waipukurau?
Dave from Waipuck.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah,
you could,
g'day.
are you hoity-toity white, farmer white?
Hey, you want
Or
to
are
know
you
why I'm
country
having
farm?
a wank?
Like you still talk like your sister's name's Fairmont and your brother's name's Falcon. Straight up. I know a family of Waipuck G, straight up and down like a chainsaw, bro. Fucking, they are, all the kids are named after Ford brands, bro. No, when I was in insurance, there was a family that I insured, and there was like 6 kids, and they're all named after Ford. One was named Fairmont Falcon.
Oh, you've told me that, yeah.
Like, I don't even know 6. There's one of them named Mustang. I like cracked up, and he's like, our 5th one is Mustang. God.
Why would you leave Mustang
damn.
till 5th, you know?
And they ran out of one. They had like an unexpected 7. They just named it Car.
Yeah.
The
KA.
Ran out. It was that moment he realized I should get my vasectomy on.
Yeah.
Apparently the vasectomy doesn't last. It only takes like half an hour or
Yeah.
some shit.
Well, I talked to a friend, and he had his done. And he reckons, yeah, there's no problem.
Can you load me up a cone, please?
Yeah. And a bit of strawberry milk.
Have you looked into
Getting one?
Getting vasectomy?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Is it on the to-do list? It's not really high on the priority list.
It is. I would like to get it done, but it's $600.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not a free service, which is crazy. You'd think they'll be like, yeah, if we can get you to stop breathing, no fucking problem. You know what I mean? Oh shit, drop the car.
600. Is that right?
$600, yeah. And
500, it's 500 for a marina that only lasts for 5 years. So $600 one-off the end.
yeah, but they don't cut your balls off.
Don't cut your balls off for that either.
Well, that's what it feels like they're doing.
Okay, once you've had your cervix stretched.
A dick with no balls would look strange.
Jen stretched my cervix the other day.
A dick with no balls would look strange.
I think it'd be more streamlined.
What if they just like?
Aerodynamic.
Yeah, but like you still have the dark
miss the
patch.
noise.
You'll still have the dark patch where your nuts are, but it'll just look like a weird birthmark under your shaft.
Yeah.
Well, that means you would have a bit like.
No, but wouldn't they take that
I
away?
don't know. I don't really know.
No, who knows?
I don't really know. Can I just say, I have gone 4 weeks
Yeah.
without buying a pair of shoes.
Wow.
Thank you.
You must be saving a fortune. Shipping alone.
No,
Must be a lot.
I finally so the hospital hangover is kind of wearing thin now. So I did a clean out of my room, clean out of like everything, and that's when like I realized I've been cleaning for about half an hour, and I couldn't fucking walk on the carpet, and I'm like, I thought I cleaned up all this clutter. I had cleaned all the clutter. I just had fucking pairs of shoes everywhere. I had pairs of shoes all over my fucking bedroom floor, and I'm like, how many pairs of shoes do I have? And then I just started lining them up along the wall, but then I didn't have enough wall space, so I got to double up now. So I didn't even count, bro. I didn't even count how many pairs of shoes are in my room alone.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't need any more shoes right now.
No.
You know. So then that was like that was about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. So like the last 2 weeks, I'm just like, I don't know. It'll get to like say a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And I go to Kiana. I'm like, babe, do you want like Uber Eats for lunch?
Yeah.
She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I feel like this and this. And she's like, with my order, and blah, blah, that's like $80, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got this.
Yeah.
I got
No
this.
shoes.
Papa Bear got this in the bag.
Yeah.
No, I am saving like a bit of money, but when I was in the hospital, it was the other way around. I didn't have so much living costs because I'm at the fucking hospital, right? But I needed like some sort of way to stimulate, like to get up, can do shit. So I just started buying shoes. I started lining them up in my ward.
Yeah. To make it look pretty.
I don't know. It was just some retail therapy. But I haven't bought shoes in a month. I'm pretty proud of that.
I bought something today.
Just today.
Yeah, I don't buy much. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a buyer. I don't tend to buy much. Food. I buy a lot of fucking food. But I don't buy much stuff for myself. Jen buys most of the things I have. Right? But today I bought some stuff for the garage. Some little postery things for the garage. And I just realised this is because I can't even show anyone, this is a boring fucking conversation for a podcast. People are going to be listening to this going, where is this going? And the answer is nowhere.
Oh, really? It's the road to nowhere?
Anyway, I bought 4 little tin posters for the garage. That's the story.
What did you buy?
4 tin posters.
Tin posters?
So they're like pictures, and they've
Of
been
what?
printed onto like tin.
Trees and shit?
No, fuck off.
What's on the tin?
One is Homer, and it's a Duff ad.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, one is a Star Wars like hand-drawn
Oh, okay.
cool thing.
That sounds mean. That sounds like
Yeah.
a real good like purchase.
One's a Tintin. One's
Tintin. Oh,
yeah.
man, I remember Tintin.
And one is Rick and Morty.
I remember at primary school, the Tintin comic books and the Asterix comic books.
Oh, Asterix is a shit,
Yeah,
eh?
man. And then as you got a little bit older, it was Goosebumps and Paul Jennings.
Oh, yeah.
Jennings.
Wired
Jennings.
and Twisted and
Yeah, man.
all those books, yeah.
Fucking, that was what we used to read. That and...
We've got both of them. Oh, no, I think we've gotten rid of all the Goosebumps.
well, we grew up on some fucked up shit. We grew up on Ren and Stimpy on primetime Sunday night TV.
Yeah, I
That's
plugged
a
in.
fucked up cartoon if you watch it now.
I plugged in one of my old hard drives just to see what was on it. And lo and behold, fucking every episode of Ren and Stimpy on it. I'm like, fucking copy, paste, reformat. So I'm like, fuck yeah. Now I've got every episode of Ren and Stimpy, every episode of Batman the Animated Series. I did have Ninja Turtles, but I'm like, I'm never going to watch this. So I deleted that.
I loved all that the shit growing up, the 90s, early 90s, like Looney Tunes and,
Oh, fuck yeah.
you know, it was
Muppet
90s.
Babies.
Oh, Muppet Babies, nice.
That was a good one.
But then late 80s, it was Sesame Street and the Muppets.
I still love the Muppets.
Yeah, man. Grew up on that shit.
Yeah. Their first
We
movie,
grew up on... Jim Henson was a massive
Play
part.
school.
Play School, yeah.
Jim Henson was a massive part of shit growing up.
Shit, yeah.
He was everywhere. His puppets were
I wouldn't be
everywhere.
able to count.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't be able to count to 12 without Sesame Street. 1, 2,
Not-
3, 4,
yeah,
5,
not in
6,
a-
7,
without a
8,
rhyme.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Five!
Also the count.
Oh, yeah, the count, yeah.
I used to love all that shit, man.
Yeah.
Oscar the Grouch. So my uncle Oscar that I was talking about before.
Yeah.
So growing up, anytime he had any sort of temper tantrum or anything, everyone would laugh and call him Oscar the Grouch, and he
Yeah.
hated that shit. To
Yeah.
this day, if we were walking through Farmers and he sees an Oscar the Grouch toy, he's like, wax it. I'm like, let it go, dog. It's been 33 years and I'm still pissed me off to you. It's still pissed me off to you. Bro, I didn't live in a fucking bimbo. I was just like, we had this conversation at Manukau Mall, bro. At Manukau Mall, we were in Farmers, because like where you park at Manukau Mall, like there's an escalator that goes through Farmers.
Yeah.
So we went through there and we were walking along. He's like, "Fuck this shit." He whacks it,
Yeah.
and I just remember laughing, like, "Let it go, bro."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Nan's gone," because that was his mum, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, "Nan's gone. She's, you know, no one calls you also the Grouch anymore," and he was just Fucking 33 years old, Nick. 33 years old, they still fucking kiss me, eh? Fuck, I don't live in a fucking trash can. I'm like, let it go, G. Like, I'll buy you a hot dog. Let it go. Fuck. I'm like, fuck, I was the white one in the family. That's my crush to be, like, cross the beer. Crush the beer. My crush to beer. It was my crush to beer.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? That was mine growing up because I was the only half caste. So I got all the white ones, like the jokes, but I was the heir to the throne because we're all here for Nan.
Yeah.
And I was the eldest grandchild. Eldest grandchild is royalty, you know, so even though I was the one from I was the white one coming from Palmy.
Yeah.
That didn't have an accent.
Yeah.
But then I get all the white jokes. But,
they're like, he can't lead us. And it's like, shush, man. He's got a good credit score.
This Balangi guy over here.
Yeah.
I'm like, because that's what the argument I got with cousins that live here in Palmy.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy, the funny guy, comedian G, up to you. It's been a while, cuzzy. I'm like, why do you talk like that? You went to Awatapu. You went to Awatapu College. You grew up in Rugby Street.
Yeah.
This guy throwing the shade, G. Like, this guy, the Balangi guy. I'm like, I can, speak Niue, and like, you can't.
Yeah.
Where's the white one here, you motherfucker? Like, why you gotta be so angry for, G? I'm like, don't you want to sound, I don't know, horrible? Fuck you. I don't know.
All right.
So you gotta adjust, before you jump.
If I got it before you jump,
Adjust your brown
fucking
meter.
strawberry milkshakes.
Mm.
Adjust your brown meter. Adjust your meter. It doesn't have to be a brown meter. It could be like your anger meter, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Would the shit you're yelling in your car, the isolation chamber of your car, would you yell that in a food court?
Yeah, I'm a bit hard of hearing, to be honest.
Are you?
My daughter does. My daughter's got one fucking volume. It's full.
Loud.
Oh. We're in the case, so she's talking. I was like, we are in a confined space. Just chill, man. What was that before you jump? I've already forgotten. Adjust your meter.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
No, I think you're right. I think it's a good one.
Because how are you doing?
Oh, we've already signed off.
Really? Man. I remember my first time.
We're at 42
recording
minutes.
it, lactose intolerant. Imagine if you're lactose intolerant after all that milk you had.
Does that mean you can't fit in how you're doing in that time?
Well, we can fit in another 10 hours on this SD card.
You were just about a little avoidant.
10 hours is nothing. We did 24.
We did 24.
Yeah. We're going to start organising that again.
Man.
I don't know if we do it for Gumboot Day or just for a day.
Do you remember the conversation you and I had just before I left out in the street?
Yep.
How absolutely spent we were.
Oh, fuck.
Emotionally, mentally, physically spent. Physically obvious, you're just tired, but that's the obvious. But like what I didn't foresee before going into it was how mentally crushing.
Yeah.
Well, not crushing, like how tiring.
Yeah.
These back-to-back interviews.
Yeah.
With celebrities, that we're seeing for the first time, like we had, and we had to talk about deep and meaningful shit for 24 hours.
Yeah.
You and I were fucking gone.
Yeah.
We were off.
If I got in a skin knee, I probably would have jumped off a cliff.
We were
like, I'm done.
Yeah, we were just at the end of our pitiful rope. We just tied a knot and hung the fuck on.
How am I doing? I haven't had it bad for 2 weeks, but it's better. And Kirsty's here, and it's making me unbelievably happy.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, and I watched her get her titties pierced today. Tit.
Singular.
Got them nipples like squeezed together and clamped.
Yeah.
So like that.
Yeah.
You videoed it.
I videoed it. We're looking at a major release of it, 2024.
Major release.
Talking to all the big players, Pornhub, XN, XX,
I'm going to insure my right nipple for more than the left one.
Yeah, get that insurance policy.
Yeah.
Should it go wrong?
I wonder if
Comes out on an
is there
angle.
still a nipslip.com?
Surely
not.
No. But
Not when
I'll
you get
fucking
free.
have a look.
Remember Nips Lips? Up skirts.
Upskirt. Speaking of.
On the dial-up. Had Napster going in the background.
Nipslips. Oh, I typed it as a Google search. And fucking Cosmopolitan came up. I was like, 25 ways something nip slips. I'm like,
Nipple tape.
yeah.
Earlier on, like, do you remember
No,
your early
it's not
internet?
a real website.
Do
It's
you
no
remember
longer
your
a website.
early internet use days? When
Oh,
you
yeah.
first had internet in the house? Do you remember what you would predominantly do on your computer?
Look up Jerry Halliwell. Jerk off.
So you're already at that point by then. You didn't have it younger?
The internet.
Yeah.
97, I think.
97.
I was an intermediate.
Were you banging Age of Empires 2 or anything like that?
No.
Nah?
We got a few games, and because Dad was in IT by then,
Yeah.
we'd buy a lot of the computer magazines, and they'll come with demos.
Demos,
on discs, or on a floppy. And
Some of those demos were like
we would jam
frustrating
them.
because you really wanted to play the game. But some of the demos were good.
Oh, hold on. There is thenipslip.com.
Done it slip.
That got bought out.
Okay.
Yeah.
In case for everyone out there who wants to know, Mr. Skin and Nip Slip.
Mr. Skin,
.com.
is that still a thing?
I don't know. I just remember like websites from way back.
Yeah.
It was like teenchat.com and shit. MSN Messenger.
MSN Messenger was the fucking bee's
All that
knees.
sort of shit.
And the MSN chat rooms were good.
Yeah.
We used to play this game where a bunch of us would be texting and we'd be like, okay, join this room. And we had to go, you could go in as anonymous and give yourself a name, right? And we would have to find each other with the fake names.
Cool.
Yeah, and like ask a series of questions to find out if it was them, and if you got caught, you had to own up to it.
This was around the time when everyone's username had an underscore in it. What happened to the underscore? Is it still around?
Underscore. You said, yeah, and
Everyone
email
had an
addresses.
underscore in the email addresses.
Yeah, because you couldn't put a space bar.
Yeah. Yeah, but why? What was wrong with the old hyphen? Why did we have to go underscore?
Look, I'm not a fucking, I don't know. I'm not an IT person.
Neither
What the
am I.
fuck would I know?
I don't even know.
This website's boring as shit, to be honest.
What website?
This Nipslip one.
Oh, okay.
A lot of them
I
are
love
just
that
nothing.
You can remember what you're doing with Nipslip, but a conversation and you're gone.
Well,
But then again, I
There's
don't want you to
fucking-
get excited.
there's
I don't want you to
titties,
get excited about anything because then you might get excited.
you just have to leave the garage for a while.
Yeah, I'd happily.
They've got Rita Ora.
I'll be gone. Oh man, don't bring up Rita or.
Wow. Good for you, Rita.
No, good for you, fucking Taika.
Yeah, Taika.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool. So before you jump, sort your meter out.
Sort your meter out.
Yeah.
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 I
Are we good? Are we done? Or are we going to keep going?
I don't know. I didn't know if you've stopped recording or anything.
No, haven't. We're not even in an hour, so we've got time.
I don't know. It's one day at a time.
Yeah.
Figuring shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you can do, isn't it? One step. I think that's the other thing is like, you'll remember the Eddie Guerrero documentary he did?
Yeah,
But-
the mountain analogy.
Mountain.
Yeah. You see, when he said, when it comes to his addictions,
Yeah.
if you tell me that I cannot drink for the rest of my life,
Okay, yes. Yeah, same.
that seems like an
I didn't
impossible
know it was
mountain to
called
climb.
Yeah,
But if you tell me you can't drink today, I can do that.
yeah,
Yeah, I've got that same mentality, man.
yeah.
Because it's dealing with the same shit, addiction.
We should watch that.
Same with the same shit.
We should watch that documentary.
I love that shit.
I've been watching a lot of... There's a series called Reviving the War on YouTube.
Okay.
There's this dude who reviews every Monday Nitro against every Raw, where they, week on week. And he reviews them at the same time to find out which one was better.
Cool.
And so there's a lot of young Eddie Guerrero. He'd be like, this match was... And so I'll go hunt that match out.
For me, Eddie Guerrero represented the first celebrity that died that I got actually upset about.
Mine was Owen Hart.
Okay.
Because he was... I loved Owen Hart.
Because the reason why is that was 2005.
Yeah.
They had already announced they're coming... WWE for the first time ever, really,
Yeah.
for us it's ever, coming to Wellington.
Yeah.
And this was in March 2016.
Yeah.
2006, sorry. But in 2005, the tickets came out.
Yes.
And Eddie was coming.
Yeah.
And I bought tickets to see... I know, like,
That's right.
Undertaker had... This was before Undertaker was announced to come. He was
Yes.
a late pick. But it was all about Eddie, and then Eddie died.
Yeah.
That I think it was in October, November. So it was like 4 months
Yeah.
before they're coming to New Zealand.
Yeah.
And like 5 of us were going on the show, and we all got together and we all bought Coronas,
Yeah.
and we were just like sad. That's the first
Yeah.
celebrity that got, because I remember when celebrities died and shit growing up. I wouldn't have like that effect on me, like, or anything like that. Like a family member died.
Yeah.
But Eddie was like,
It was different
he was my boy from the jump, like
Yeah.
from primary school.
from WCW days.
Yeah, I remember like at Intermediate Normal Form 1, like the fat mat would come out in the gym when we did PE.
Yeah.
And I was always trying to do like big frog splashes and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is like way, way back. And now he's like an icon. You ask anyone that Mount Rushmore question, a lot of people have Eddie.
They have Eddie, yeah.
That's huge. Because he's in my easy, like, him and Jericho are 1 and 2.
Really?
They are inseparable, those two.
See, I was also
For me personally.
huge Owen Hart fan. I
Yeah.
loved Owen Hart.
If you can't obviously tell because he died so long ago now.
Yeah.
If he didn't, surely he would be in this conversation.
Oh, I think it'll be. How could you differentiate?
Because that type of wrestling has become the way, like stiff
Yeah.
Japanese style, fast paced, like North
Yeah.
American wrestling.
Yeah.
Has become like the
With
most
a bit of high
watchable.
fly.
It was before its time, I guess. They were talking about it in the
But,
documentary.
yeah, it was. He was before.
And when that
Because
style of wrestling started to really pick up, he's gone.
Yeah, but I mean, it's no wonder because you look at how he grew up.
Can you imagine him versus Kurt Angle? Oh,
It'll be
what kind of match would that be?
yeah. And everyone always talked about Brett, but I actually always believe Owen was the actual better
That
wrestler.
WrestleMania 10 match between
Yeah.
the brothers is such a good match.
Yeah, but Brett had the personality. I always thought Owen was a better wrestler.
He would have protected him of everything.
Yeah,
Bret, eh?
yeah,
Bret Hart went through so many years of just being so bitter.
oh yeah,
All those shoot interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was always, I loved HBK growing
Yeah.
up. But I was always a Bret Hart fan.
yeah,
But then the WCW run, all the bitter shoot interviews,
Yeah.
it started to become really easy to just be like, oh, shut the fuck up.
yeah. Come on,
Especially with
Dexter.
HBK like going the other way, positive route. But then I've seen on like interviews the last couple of years like how Bret Hart's like actually let it go now.
Yeah.
And he doesn't talk with so much hate anymore.
He still criticises a lot of.
But it's
current
not as bad as
wrestlers,
it was because it was so
Yeah.
bitter, and it made it hard to be a Bret Hart fan.
Yeah,
It
It-
really pushed himself out of my Mount Rushmore
Yeah.
conversation.
but I thought Owen couldn't do no wrong.
No, he couldn't.
He even made me
Way before
almost
his
like
time,
Jeff
man.
Jarrett. You know,
Wow.
that's almost
Nothing will make me like Jeff Jarrett.
like those two.
Fucking.
The only reason I
Oh.
watched Jeff Jarrett was because of Owen.
Why'd you bring up his name? I
Sorry,
hate Jeff Jarrett.
JEFF.
Fuck that cunt. Fuck him.
JARRETT.
Fuck that shit. Fuck the strut. Fuck the slap nuts. Fuck the guitar. Fuck Deborah. Fuck
He's
the
still
whole
going.
thing. The whole stretch. The
Yeah.
whole Karen Angle, Karen Jarrett shit. I don't care. As soon as he comes on my screen, I'm like, ugh. I can't stand him. It's like Russell Crowe in any movie. I'm like, ugh, you ruined
Oh
it.
no!
Fuck Russell Crowe.
I watched a good Russell Crowe movie the other day. It's fucking great.
Why would you get Russell Crowe to play an American? He has the worst American accent. It grinds my gears.
This one he played an Italian.
American Gangster. American Gangster starring Denzel, and you ruin it with Russell. It ruined a masterpiece. Fucking bullshit. I don't like Russell Crowe.
Really?
Jeff Jarrett.
And Jeff Jarrett.
So,
Russell Crowe.
Oh, what if those two teamed up? What a tag team. They'll be winning gold.
And then he becomes the next David Arquette. I like his shit, like David Arquette's new documentary. It's worth
Yeah,
watching.
that is good. All right, fuck it. Done. We're done recording.
I love you.
All right, bye.
oh, smart.
There's someone with little vision. You have amazing aim. You're like, I
You
can.
just gotta get to the room.
Yeah.
You think this is messy? You see him not take a piss.
Get to a message and you're like, get it!
Kiana's in there like she can hear like on the ground, and she's like, "Not again, Dad."
You don't even know. The tile is the same color as the porcelain. It's hard for me, okay? When you sit there, I am not sitting down to piss. I'm not doing that.